Roaring Kitty made his second post of 2025 last night, right when overnight trading started, and within 2 minutes, GameStop went from $27 all the way to almost $30. I do believe something huge is about to happen with GameStop and AMC stock, but before I do get into why I believe that, make sure to go down and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, because I do update you guys on GameStop and AMC stock every single day. So last night when Roaring Kitty tweeted during overnight trading, GameStop went to around $29.80. The volume was insane, and so far today GameStop has been green throughout the whole day. Right now we're only halfway through the trading day. 5 million shares have been traded, so the volume did pick up a little bit, but it's not too crazy. We have hit a high of $28.68, and I do believe GameStop is going to go for another high later in the day. I did tell you guys in my last video that I loaded into a bunch of $28 weekly calls, so I did already sell those calls today for over 100% profit, and I moved them over to $30 calls expiring on February 7th, because I do believe something big is about to happen. Something interesting, you know, we've been talking about bullish RSI divergence and all that stuff. If you guys take a look at the monthly chart, we have some clear bullish RSI divergence. Basically, bullish RSI divergence is when RSI is going up and price is going down. As you guys see here, from this point when GameStop hit a high of around $80, the price has just been going down. Now we're at $28. Yet the RSI is higher than what it was when it was at 80 freaking dollars. So something big is brewing right now for GameStop. I mean, even if we bring up the Bollinger Bands on the monthly chart, they are starting to open up. The last time that this happened was back in 2021. In January of 2021, when GameStop went to freaking all-time highs. It's safe to say that something big is about to happen. And if you don't believe that, I don't even know why you're still watching. I really don't. I don't understand why you would even be watching my channel if you don't believe what I believe. That something big is about to happen over the next couple of weeks. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. I'm not telling anyone to buy, sell, or hold. But I also did buy some Mara $20 calls with the GameStop profit that I took in the morning. The chart is freaking looking amazing. Bitcoin is nearing all-time highs as we speak. On the weekly chart, we got a bunch of bullish indicators here from last week. So it does look like we're going to continue with another green week. I wouldn't be surprised if Mara ends this week, tomorrow, around $21. As for AMC, we're chilling at around $3.41. Not too much volume, about the same as GameStop. And I believe we are going to be trading around this level until we see GameStop have at least a 40-50% candle past $40. Once we do see this green explosion start to happen for GameStop, only then is when AMC is going to start to get explosive, just like what happened back in May. We saw GameStop rise 70% and AMC was still trading at around $2.90. So I do believe GameStop is going to have the initial green explosion to pass $40. From where we're at right now, a 40% gain is around $40. So I believe that's where we'll be when we start to see AMC, get pretty explosive. So Roaring Kitty tweeted yesterday a meme from The Simpsons. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this scene is from The Simpsons. And basically, it's a minute-long video. I'm not going to play the song or anything like that because of the copyright. But basically, this video is 1 minute long. And at 28 seconds, it says, "The time will come when all the waiting's done." As you guys know, on January 28th of 2021 was when GameStop peaked. January 28th was the craziest day in all of GameStop history. And what do you know? Roaring Kitty decides to make the lyrics say the time will come when the waiting's done, right when it hits 28 seconds. You guys go watch the video, go check it out, what it says right at 28 seconds. I think it's pretty freaking crazy. Like I said on my channel, the tinfoil is never going to end, but this is some pretty crazy tinfoil. I believe GameStop is just going to have a 4-year anniversary of the Moass. Roaring Kitty is probably going to do something crazy. He's been tweeting on Wednesdays. I've noticed that. He usually tweets on Wednesdays now, but as you guys notice, he's more active. He's active for a reason. He was gone for 3 years. He only came back because he saw something big was about to happen to GameStop. And what do you know? Something big did happen. It went from $10 to $80. I don't believe it's Roaring Kitty that sends the freaking stock crazy. Obviously, he has some sort of influence, but I believe Roaring Kitty has mastered the algorithm for GameStop, which is crazy when you think about it like that, because you go back to May of 2024 and you start to wonder, was it Roaring Kitty that sent GameStop and AMC freaking crazy? Or was he just like a little piece of the puzzle? Was it part of the algorithm? Was it freaking due for a little BIP? Something is brewing, guys. Something big is brewing. Kevin Malone said February 7th, $30 calls exploding in volume. So these are the calls that I personally am buying. I'm not telling anyone to go and freaking put your life savings in this, but I mean, come on. Come on. February 7th, $30 calls. I am buying these with freaking every dime that I get at this point. You know, I made 100% profit on my weekly calls, put it into some $30 calls expiring on February 7th, and any money that I make on the Mara calls expiring tomorrow, all going into these $30 calls. So this is a post that I went over about 2 videos ago when Jackie Latitz said GameStop has dropped from 126 to 67 in like 3 weeks. And during that entire time, it's basically been nonstop with those $125 puts. It's very interesting that the IV is approaching 52-week lows again. Last time it hit 52-week lows were at $10 and at $20. Both times it exploded. This solely right here was one of the main reason I bought those $28 weekly calls. And basically the main reason I made 100% gain off those calls. So I want to thank Jackie Latitz. I mean, he's giving us freaking sauce right there. Because I remember like it was yesterday when every person on X was posting that GameStop IV was at 52-week lows. I remember like it was yesterday. GameStop was trading at $20. What do you know? Over the next couple of weeks, GameStop freaking goes from $20 to $34, up 70, 60%. Freaking insane. Now the IV is back down. Calls are freaking cheap. What do you think is going to happen? A 40% gain from where we're at right now will put GameStop at $40. $40. Those $30 calls will 10x. And I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but I like the chances. You know, I really do. Someone borrowed 900,000 shares of GameStop today. So not only are freaking the calls exploding, $30 calls for February 7th, but now these freaking bastards are borrowing freaking almost millions of shares of GameStop. So I did sell most of my contracts for the GameStop $28 calls for over 100%. It was amazing. I did put some of that profit into some Mara calls expiring tomorrow, $20 Mara calls, because I believe Mara is due for another BIP, possibly to $22. That would be freaking insane if it does go to $22 by today or tomorrow. And this is exactly what I'm going to start accumulating. Right now, I've only bought in 2 contracts. My goal is hopefully to get to 10, but who knows? Maybe if Mara freaking moons tomorrow, I could buy 20 or 30 of these contracts. So this is my goal, because I do believe over the next week, something huge is going to happen. The waiting is going to be done very, very soon, just like Roaring Kitty's post said. The biggest shocker to me though, because this is something I barely realized last night. You know, I've told you guys that I've been looking a lot into bullish RSI divergence, hidden bullish RSI divergence. You know, I've been studying it a lot over the past couple of days, because it really worked out when AMC had this little 10% day from $3.21 to like $3.60. On that day, the bullish RSI divergence was freaking insane. Ever since then, I've been looking into this bullish technical analysis thing that you could use. Obviously, it's not going to work all the freaking time. Technical analysis is wrong a lot, but it works sometimes. It works most of the time, actually. And I mean, the bullish RSI divergence on the monthly, I'm not sure if anyone's called this out. It's as clear as day. As clear as day. Plus, the Bollinger Bands are freaking opening up on the monthly. Plus, the MACD is about to cross this center line. Remember, the last time, wow, that's freaking getting close. On the monthly chart as well. All this is on the monthly chart. All this is on a bigger time frame. A lot of people are focused on what's happening right now. Like, oh my gosh, Roaring Kitty tweeted it's only up 3%. He lost his freaking power. Guys, shut the frick up. Shut the frick up. We're looking at this on a bigger time frame. And these are 3 huge indicators. We got the Bollinger Bands opening up on the monthly chart. We got bullish RSI divergence on the monthly chart. We got the MACD about to cross the center line, and it's bullish on the monthly chart. Everything is looking freaking insane when you look at it on the monthly chart. That is all I gotta say. Something big is coming. But that is gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did make it to the end of the video and you haven't subscribed yet, what the heck are you guys doing? Make sure to go down and subscribe. I was so jacked to the tits when I saw that Roaring Kitty tweeted. I was literally thinking, what are the chances that Roaring Kitty tweets today? What really had me freaked out is that the video I posted yesterday, I posted it around 6, an hour before Roaring Kitty posted. And my main point in my last video was to have patience. That's all that it's about. The stock market is a way of transferring money from the impatient people to the patient people. Patience is everything in the stock market, and Roaring Kitty's post was all about patience as well. Obviously, my favorite line in the post was when it said, "The time will come when the waiting is done." And I believe we are extremely close to that time. But I will keep you guys updated on what happens with GameStop and AMC stocks, so make sure to stay tuned on my channel. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. As y'all know, I'm buying the dip.
Here we go, come on, push it, buying the dip, here we go.